Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are fine at home. We all know that due to the COVID-19 pandemic, we cannot go outside and we have to stay at home to be safe. So students, please stay at home and stay safe and keep washing your hands regularly up to 20 seconds. So students, today I have come with your first chapter of English grammar, which is verbs. We all know students that verb means doing words or action words are called verbs. Verb has two forms, finite verbs and non-finite verbs. Finite verbs again has its own three forms, principal verb or main verb, linking verb, auxiliary verb or helping verb. Now, non-finite verbs again has its own three forms, infinitives, gerund and participle. Now, I am coming to my main topic, what is verb? Verbs are doing words. A verb shows an action. A verb always has a subject. So, students, we can get to know from here that a word which shows an action and comes with a subject and predicate are called, those words are called verbs. For example, Ravi was going to school. Shreyan speaks English. Mrinal plays football every day. So here, was going, speaks, plays, these are verbs. Students, now my second topic is how many kinds of verbs are there? Define each of them. Now, as we have seen in the diagram, there are two kinds of verbs, finite verbs and non-finite verbs. Now, what is finite verb? A finite verb is the verb that changes its forms according to the tense, whether it is present or past of the sentence, the number and person of the subject. So, students, from here we can get to know that finite verb changes with the change of person, number and tense. For example, I play football every day. He plays football every day. We play football every day. So here we can see that in the first example I have written first person, that means I. With I have written the verb play. But in the second example I have written he. It is the third person singular number, and with he I have written plays. That means as has been added with the verb play. And in the third example with we I have written play again. So that means with first person, third person, the verb play has been changed here. Now in the fourth example, he runs a mile every day. In the fifth example, he ran a mile yesterday. So he runs a mile every day and he ran a mile yesterday. Here is the difference of tense has been shown. He runs a mile every day. That means every day he runs a mile and it is his habit. And he ran a mile yesterday. That means he has already run. He already ran a mile yesterday and today he is not going to run, or tomorrow also he is not going to run. Already he ran yesterday. So, according to the tense, we also need to change the finite verbs. Now, coming to the parts of finite verbs. Finite verbs has three parts. First part, principal verb or main verb. A principal verb is the verb that provides information and is used to express action. It functions as the main verb of the sentence or a clause. So, the verb which express action and the verb which acts as the main verb of the sentence is called the principal verb or main verb. Here I have written, he gave me a book. Now, I went to her house yesterday. I go to school every day. So here gave, went, go, these are main verb of the sentence, and these verbs are giving me the information about the person, about the subject. Students, now I have come with the second form of the finite verbs, that is linking verbs. A linking verb connects the subject of the sentence to a word. Again I am repeating my words. A linking verb connects the subject of the sentence to a word, that is subjective complement, or a phrase, and gives information about the subject. For example, they are children. I am a student. You are a good girl. She seems tired. So in these examples we can see that the linking verbs are, am, are, seems. These are connecting the subject with the other words of the sentence, and these verbs are giving us the information about the subjects. Now some linking verbs are be verb, am, is, are, was, were, become, look, seem, grow, taste, appear, etc. So these are some linking verbs. There are so many linking verbs, but I have written some names of them. Now coming to the third form and the last form of the finite verbs, that is auxiliary verb or helping verb. Auxiliary verbs are the verbs that are used to help the main verb to express its meaning in accordance with tense or mood. That means in according with tense or mood. According to tense or mood, we have to write the auxiliary verb. These verbs are also called helping verb because this verb help the main verb to. These verbs help the main verb to express its meaning. Now coming to the kinds of auxiliary verbs. Here you can see I have drawn a diagram again. So auxiliary verbs can be divided into two forms, primary auxiliary and modal auxiliary. So in primary auxiliary we can see here, as I have written, all the be verbs, that is am, is, are, was, were, all the do verbs, that is do, does, did, all the have verbs, that is has, have, had, are called primary auxiliary verbs. Coming to the modal auxiliary verbs. So in the modal auxiliary verbs, you all know already. Then also I am saying can, could, may, might, will, would, shall, should, must, ought to, need, used to, dare. These all are called modal auxiliary verb. So this together, primary auxiliary and modal auxiliary, make the auxiliary verbs. Students, here I have come with some examples of auxiliary verbs. He is a good person. Riya should apologize for her mistake. Ritu was a good student. So here is, should, was, these are auxiliary verbs. Now coming to the non-finite verbs. Non-finite verbs does not change according to the person of the subject. Again I am repeating, non-finite verbs does not change according to the person of the subject, whereas we have learned in case of finite verbs that finite verbs changes according to the tense, according to the person and according to the number. But non-finite verbs does not change according to the person of the subject. For example, I like to go there, he likes to go there. Here go is the non-finite verb, but it has not been changed in both the sentences. You can see where I have changed the main verb like. With I have written like. With he I have written likes, but I have not changed the non-finite verb, that is go. Now it has three parts. Number A, infinitives. An infinitive is a verb form that acts as noun, an adjective or an adverb in a sentence. Again I am saying infinitive is a verb form that acts as a noun, an adjective or an adverb in a sentence. It is formed with 2 plus base form of the verb. An infinitive is formed with 2 plus base form of the verb. Now for example, I like to play cricket. I like to play cricket. He likes to play cricket. Here to play is the infinitive. In both the sentences, to play is the infinitive, because as we have known that 2 plus base form, that means the present form. Base form means the present form. So to play, play is the present form. It is the base form of the verb play. So to play is the infinitive here. Now coming to the next, gerund. A gerund is the word that is formed with a verb by adding ing and acts as a noun. A gerund is the word that is formed with a verb by adding ing and acts as a noun. For example, swimming is a good exercise. So here we all know that swimming. So students, swimming is a good exercise, walking is good for health. Here we all know that swim is the word, means that is a verb, and with it I have added ing. So now it is acting like a noun. In the second sentence, walk is the verb, but with it I have added ing. So now it is acting as a noun. Swimming is a good exercise. Here swimming is acting as the noun. Walking is good for health. Walking is acting as the noun of the sentence. So gerund is the word that is formed with a verb by adding ing and acts as a noun. Now number C and the last one, participle. The last form of non-finite verbs, participle. A participle is a word that is formed from a verb and acts as verb, an adjective and an adverb. So a participle is a word that is formed from a verb. Again I am repeating, that is formed from a verb and acts as a verb, an adjective and an adverb. It is formed from a verb but it acts as a verb, an adjective and an adverb. Now forms of participle. There are three types of participle, or you can say three forms of participle: present participle, past participle, perfect participle. Again I am repeating, students please listen to it carefully. Participle has three forms: present participle, past participle, perfect participle. Present participle means base form of the verb plus ing. Base form means the root form of the verb, means the present form of the verb plus ing. For example, I saw a talking toy. He has a moving toy car. So here talking. So when I have written talking, that means talk is the base form of the verb plus ing. Talking, it is the present participle. So similarly, move is the base form of the verb plus ing, that means moving. Here it has been made moving and it is the present participle. Now number 2, past participle. Third form of the verb. Past participle means third form of the verb. For example, there is a broken chair in my house. So we all know that break, broke, broken. Break is the present form, means present participle. Present form, root form. Past tense is broke and past participle is broken. So break, broke, broken. There is a broken chair in my house. So broken is the past participle. Now it is a rotten fish. So similarly, rotten is the third form of the verb and it is the past participle. Coming to the perfect participle. Having plus third form of the verb. Having plus third form of the verb. So having plus third form of the verb, it is called perfect participle. For example, having taken food. Having taken food. That means having plus third form of the verb. Taken, take, took, taken, we all know. So having taken food, he went away. Having taken food, he went away. That means here I have used the perfect participle. So again I am saying present participle means base form of the verb plus ing. Past participle means third form of the verb, and perfect participle means having plus third form of the verb. Okay students, so here I hope you all have understood verbs clearly. Thank you.